Have you ever set a goal and failed to achieve it? You're not alone. We've all been there, feeling the sting of disappointment when our aspirations don't materialize. But why does this happen? Why do so many of us fall short of our objectives? The answer often lies in how we approach setting these goals. Without a clear, concrete vision of what we want to achieve, our goals can quickly become vague dreams, floating out of reach. We may lack clarity, unsure of exactly what we want to accomplish, or perhaps we set our sights too high, conjuring up grand, unrealistic expectations that leave us feeling overwhelmed and defeated before we even begin. Moreover, without a set timeline, our ambitions can drift into the realm of someday, a nebulous future point that never seems to arrive. We tell ourselves we'll start that new diet next week, or we'll begin writing that book when we have more time. But without a specific deadline to guide us, next week or when we have more time can easily turn into never. This is why goal setting is so crucial. It's not just about deciding on an endpoint, but also creating a structured step-by-step plan to get there. It's about turning those lofty dreams into tangible targets, breaking them down into smaller, manageable tasks that can be tackled one at a time. But how do we do this? How do we transform our vague aspirations into clear, achievable goals? And more importantly, how do we ensure we stay on track to reach these goals? That's where the concept of SMART goals come into play. By ensuring our goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, we give ourselves a clear roadmap to success. We provide structure to our dreams, turning them from distant hopes into achievable realities. So, are you ready to redefine your approach to goal setting? Are you ready to turn those dreams into realities? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the concept of SMART goals and how they can be your roadmap to success. Because remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And you, my friend, are not a wisher. You are a doer. That's where SMART goals come into play. They can be your roadmap to success. The first component of SMART goals is specificity. Now, why is specificity important? Well, it's because specific goals give you a clear direction. They tell you exactly what needs to be achieved, so there's no ambiguity. Take this example. You say, I want to lose weight, but that's quite vague, isn't it? How much weight do you want to lose? By when? A more specific goal would be, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months. See the difference? The second example gives you a clear target to aim for. It's like using a GPS. You input a specific address, not just the name of the city. The more specific you are, the clearer the pathway to your destination becomes. Specific goals also make it easier to track your progress, keep you motivated, and help you avoid distractions. So instead of vague aspirations, aim for clear, specific goals. Moving on, the M in SMART stands for measurable. This is a crucial component of any goal-setting process. When we say a goal is measurable, we mean that it has clear, quantifiable outcomes. It's not enough to say, I want to lose weight. Instead, make your goal measurable by saying, I want to lose 10 pounds. Why is this important? Measurable goals allow you to track your progress. Each pound you lose is a step closer to your 10-pound target. This not only helps you see how far you've come, but it also keeps your motivation high. Imagine the satisfaction of stepping on the scale each week and seeing your progress in real, tangible numbers. But there's more to it than just satisfaction. Measurable goals also enable you to adjust your strategies if needed. If the scale isn't moving, you might need to reevaluate your diet or exercise routine. Remember, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. Next up, A in SMART represents achievable. When we talk about achievable goals, we're referring to those objectives that, while they may push us out of our comfort zones, are still within our power to accomplish. It's important to strike a balance between setting goals that challenge us and goals that are simply too unrealistic. Think about it. If you set a goal to lose 10 pounds in a week, it's not only unhealthy but also discouraging when you inevitably fail to meet it. On the contrary, setting a goal to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week is not only healthier but also more achievable. Setting unrealistic goals can lead to frustration, disappointment, and ultimately, a loss of motivation. It's like trying to climb Mount Everest without any training. Sure, it's ambitious, but it's likely to end in failure. So when setting your goals, aim high but stay grounded. Remember, the journey to success is a marathon, not a sprint. Set yourself up for success by aiming for achievable goals. The R in SMART stands for relevant. When putting together your SMART goals, it's crucial to ensure that your goals are relevant to your life, your values, and your larger objectives. Just like a puzzle piece that fits perfectly into the larger picture, your goals should seamlessly align with your life's vision. Relevance is the secret ingredient that fuels your motivation. It's the connecting bridge between your daily actions and your ultimate purpose. Without relevance, your goals might seem like a burden, leading to a lack of motivation and eventual abandonment. Let's illustrate this with an example. Suppose you set a goal to learn a new language. If you have no plans to travel or use that language in your personal or professional life, that goal might not hold much relevance. However, if learning that language is part of a bigger plan, say, to expand your business or immerse yourself in a new culture, it suddenly becomes relevant and motivating. Make sure your goals align with your bigger picture. Finally, the T in SMART signifies time-bound. Now let's delve into the importance of setting a timeline for your goals. You see, a goal without a deadline is much like a ship without a compass. It can drift aimlessly, getting caught up in the currents of life's distractions. Think about it. When you have an open-ended task, it's easy to say, "I'll do it later." But when there's a clock ticking, a sense of urgency kicks in. That's why deadlines are crucial. They create a sense of urgency and prompt action. For instance, instead of saying, "I want to learn Spanish," make it time-bound by saying, "I want to learn Spanish in 6 months." By setting a timeline, you give yourself a concrete endpoint to work towards. This helps to keep you motivated and focused. Remember this: a goal without a timeline is just a dream. Now that we've covered the components of SMART goals, it's time to put them into action. Let's take a moment to revisit what we've learned. SMART goals are a roadmap to success, a way to turn nebulous dreams into tangible targets. They give us direction and motivation, providing a clear path to follow. Each letter in the acronym SMART stands for a crucial aspect of goal setting. S is for specific, reminding us that our goals should be clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," make it specific. What does success look like to you? Is it a promotion, a new house, or perhaps even starting your own business? M stands for measurable. To track our progress, we need to quantify our goals. If your goal is to read more, a measurable goal could be, "I want to read 20 pages a day." This gives you a clear benchmark to work towards and celebrate when you achieve it. A is for achievable. It's vital that our goals are realistic and attainable. If the bar is set too high, it can lead to frustration and demotivation. If it's too low, it won't provide enough challenge to keep us engaged. R stands for relevant. Our goals should align with our broader life plans and values. If you're passionate about the environment, for instance, a relevant goal could be reducing your carbon footprint. Finally, T stands for time-bound. Every goal needs a deadline. Without a time frame, there's no sense of urgency, and it's easy to procrastinate. Now, it's your turn. Review your current goals. Do they meet the SMART criteria? If not, it's time to recalibrate. Break down larger goals into smaller, actionable steps. Set deadlines for each milestone. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Remember, a goal properly set is halfway reached. Here's to your success.